It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets... The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Saints at 8-2 on the year. They coming off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
They only scored 7 points in their last game, and that's absolutely not going to cut it in the NFL because points, they have to be scored in order to win. They've got to find a way to generate some more offense.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form. It pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
They go play action. Winston. Looking long for Thomas. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the 50, Stafford. He finds his target, Allen. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Throwing is Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Kamara up the middle. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 26. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Winston in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. Now Winston. Finding Alvin Kamara for the completion. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The kick by Lutz is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Kamara is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2nd down and goal. Winston. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The kick by Lutz is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put it on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Following the interception, Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Everson Griffin. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And Winston lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One receiver left, that's Allen. To throw is Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Winston. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Open man is Michael Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Off the play fake, Winston. Pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Winston being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Rolling, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Play fake. Winston. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a 1st-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Winston now. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Would it be be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th run, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 13 yards out. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick. Stafford on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown! A big play there. 48 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Rams 14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Rams have got it back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Stafford now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot. They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Winston. Forced out to his left. Winston into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.